What's up guys, my name is Phil and welcome back to another video. In this video I will share what I learned through my first fight. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Let's get into it. When I agreed 2 weeks prior to the fight, pressure, nervousness and fear rised within me. There was no minute where I was not stressed and not thinking about the fight. But that's what I wanted. Facing a challenge I never faced before. I got what I asked for. Now it was time to face it. Yeah, and that's me right before my fight, warming up. Fighting at a local stadium here in Chiang Mai, Thailand. The plan was to run longer than ever before. Usually for warm-up in the morning I ran about 6 kilometers. Now the minimum was 8 kilometers. And on the Sunday before the fight I even went to run more than 10k. Here you can see me doing skipping, which most of the time I actually don't do. I rather prefer to do a 10k run instead of doing 10 minutes of jumping rope. And then we have shadow boxing. Usually when you shadow box you should imagine an opponent, defense, attack, and should move as if you would fight someone. Another part I tried to focus on was to get better at technique, which I'm doing now, as you can see in the clip. I thought I did enough training for getting better at my technique, but in the fight I had a complete different outcome of that. But we will talk about that a bit later in the video. So stay tuned guys. And then we have the mental part of fighting. I always felt tense and under pressure, but it worked well as fuel. To keep training when being tired and to show up when not feeling like it. And then not to forget the shenanigans at the gym. Here you can see War Machine. Let's talk about the obstacles I faced preparing for this fight. One major mistake I made was to overlook the importance of stretching. I didn't stretch at all. I didn't train stability and stopped training with weights during fight camp. And then I didn't train enough shadow boxing. And also, as you can see in the clip now, I didn't really imagine an opponent. Instead, I only trained single strikes, which also can help, but it's better to imagine an opponent and move accordingly to that. And then we have the lack of distance control, which in the fight you can see that my distance was always off. I was too far away to strike. The only advantage I had out of this is I didn't got strike so much, but in order to throw proper strikes with good balance, which balance was another problem, I was just not on the right spot. So guys, distance control, one of the most important things, besides balance and footwork, which you can see me training here now with one of my training partners. And of course, never move with your guard down. Here we training now guard movement, get out of the center line and counter. In a fight things rarely go as planned. During my first fight I faced unexpected challenges. My opponent had much better control of himself. It's important to stay adaptable to the fight and not let surprises throw you off balance. I wasn't really able to implement what my corner told me in between rounds. But that's what you learn from the experience and then adapt for the next fight. Learning from experience, especially the ones which don't go our way, is much more valuable than the ones which go our way. There's more to learn from losing than from winning. I learned the importance of stretching and recovery, incorporating rest days and proper muscle care to prevent injuries. I adopted a balanced diet and proper hydration to fuel my body effectively for intensive training. And then I went back to drill basics, like for example kicking. My kicking technique is very robotic and not synchron, moving the hip and the shoulder at the same time. So the adaptation for training now is to get better footwork, better kicking techniques and basics in general, better movement, better guard, defense, distance control and better mind control. And then let's see if I have better control over myself in the next fight. In the end, training for my first Muay Thai fight was a transformative experience. I learned the importance of balance, both physically and mentally. Remember, it's not just about winning or losing, but about the journey and growth and your experience along the way. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and I see you in the next one.